do you know? We give honor to God first in our lives. Thank God for the presider and for pulpit associates. I thank God for my family. I'm the baby, which means I stand on the shoulders of great people. They taught me how to ride a bike, how to fight, how to speak up. But in the end, I remain the baby. Mama would often say, when I would send down sermons to be aired on the radio station, she would say, you know what, you're doing great. I said, Mama, you're biased. Of course you would say, I'm doing great. And then she would say, I think you're learning how to preach. All right? But that's Mama. And we thank God for her. Much has been said, and we thank you for your kindness and your continued love. But let me tell you, to date, this is the toughest assignment I've ever had. But it will be the most rewarding assignment. If you have your Bibles today, open them to Proverbs 31 and 30. Proverbs 31, 30. I'm going to read it in the NIV and then the Message translation. It says, favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. In the Message version it says, charm can mislead, and beauty soon fades. The woman to be admired and praised is the woman who lives in the fear of God. I want to acknowledge my wife and my children. I want to preach today from the sermonic title, A Portrait of a Remarkable Woman. A portrait of a remarkable woman. I'm somewhat familiar with the work of Da Vinci, Douglas, and Lawrence, Van Gogh, Monet, and Michelangelo. They have put to canvas some of the great works and some of the most outstanding works of our time. In the 1500s, it was Michelangelo, over a 4-year period, who painted the Sistine Chapel ceiling. Even today, it is considered a cornerstone of high Renaissance art. I never got to know these famous artists, but I'm familiar with the work of one who has a great track record. The one who made the heavens and the earth. The one who set the moon in place, told the sun where to stand, placed the stars in their place. The one who formed humankind from the dust of the earth. And breathed into their nostrils, and they became a living soul. But 88 years ago, that same God pulled out his divine paintbrush and began to paint on the canvas of humanity the portrait of a remarkable woman. Doris McKeever Tootle. I believe he had a response that could fit into the adaptation of James Weldon Johnson. I was kidding the Mike Black family because no one did the creation story the way they did it. I believe he said, when God said, that's good. From Dowling Park to Sugar Hill to Surrey Place and beyond, Doris didn't know what to say. She would know how to say it. And that trait has been embedded in her children and grandchildren. We can talk. Anytime, any place, any program, any occasion, a student will talk. Never lost the words. Today I'm taking theological liberty to do a slight detour of the main text, yet use it as a sermonic foundation in order to talk about Live Oak's virtuous woman. Who has some of the same traits as the woman in Proverbs 31. It was written by Keaton Lemuel. It said that he simply wrote down what he heard from his own mother. Virtuous or remarkable, the woman he described is someone who displays high moral standards. Decent, honest, honorable, just, moral, nice, straight, just plain, all right. I want to talk about Mama's sacrifice, her service, her Savior, and her song. Her sacrifice. Long before The Help became a major movie, Doris Tootin already had a domestic ministry in which she transformed the lives of people she came in contact with. She knew how to make ends meet. She would sew her own clothes and those of her daughters. I have vivid memories of standing in the Village Police Company as she went through seemingly every McCall pattern on the shelf until she found the right one. She knew how to bargain and to shop. Until this day, I dropped my wife off. Said, let me know when you're done. Me and Junie endured many a day before cell phones of waiting on the ladies to make their purchase. She would cook anybody's meal when the times got better. It would stick to your ribs. She would preserve food from our father's organic garden. One of my trips back, we were riding around Live Oak. I kept seeing signs that said, organic food. Mama said, what is that? I said, what Daddy grew. With her marriage, she was committed to Jim Tootin. Through sickness and health, she sacrificed. Because she realized that the Jesus that she served also made the ultimate sacrifice. Let's talk about her service. From the East End and beyond, she gave of her time to help others. Selling fish dinners on the hill. Some of y'all know what the hill is. Some of y'all do. Driving folks to the polls. Driving folks to prayer meeting. Heading the youth department, Easter and Christmas. And if you were a tutor, your speech was the longest. By memory. I mean, we played Joseph. We played the shepherds. My sister then played Mary and Martha. I played Jesus. Whatever it took, she knew how to do service. And she stayed connected to everybody's life, knew everybody's business. I called her Dan Rabbit. She would tell you what was happening in Orlando. She would tell you what was breaking in Melbourne, and tell you what happened in Tampa and in Baltimore. She was connected. She would say, now, what time are you off today? Mama. And what time is your class? And who's the couple you're counseling? She wanted to know everything. But she loved to serve because she knew the Jesus that she served, who gave his life for so many. I could hear the old hymn, "A charge to keep I have." God glorified and gave his Son, our soul, to save and fit for the sky to serve this preservation. Our calling to fulfill, may all our power engage to do our master's will. Her service, her sacrifice, her Savior. She met Jesus as a little girl and did not hesitate to give you the details. Nowadays, we ask in a nice way if you know Jesus. That's when folk walked and just gave their life to Jesus. That was her testimony that the Lord had made a way in helping her to raise her children. But she's got a new reintroduction now with the Master. She's got to meet him face to face. She has taken flight. I remember Mama's first flight on People's Airlines. That's when you paid out your pocket on the plane. And me and my wife, we came to Jacksonville, picked her up, we flew to Newark. Got off the plane to change. Well, they started boarding us and realized Mama was missing. And Charlene said, "Doris, too." And she emerged. Cool, calm, collective, as we flew to Columbus and then drove on to West Virginia. But there's no snag with the boarding now. She has already made her trip to glory. Got a boarding pass and gone first class. The stewardess there greeted her, the Alpha and the Omega. Greeted by the beginning and the end, and greeted by the first and the last. Greeted by the Lord of Lords. Greeted by the King of Kings. This is your seat. Welcome aboard. She's removed her crown and thrown it at the feet of Jesus, her Savior. Thinking about her service, her sacrifice, but also her song. Word has it that Miss Doris Tootin has been spotted walking the streets of gold in a long white robe, and has already joined choir number 1. Now, you know she loves to serve. Anytime, anywhere, any place, to anyone. She was always set to take the lead with songs like "Search Me, Lord." If you find anything that shouldn't be, take it out and straighten me. Or "Stand by me while I'm on this lonesome road. In my veins while the blood is running warm in my veins." Real Jesus is real to me. Oh yes, he gives me the victory. Satisfied with Jesus. He said he'd be my comfort. He said he'd be my joy. And until we meet her again, we'll have to sing background to "By and By." When the morning comes, all the saints of God together from all will tell the story how the Lord does it. And we'll understand it better by and by. Sing the wondrous love of Jesus. Sing his mercy and his grace in the mansions bright and blessed. He'll prepare for us a place where we all get together. For the day of rejoicing that day. We will all see Jesus, we'll sing and shout the victory. Well, I got to shift from Mother Temple, Miss Doris, to Mama. Mama has made herself a home. No longer on Martin Hill, but in her own mansion on Hollywood Boulevard. At the corner of Grace Street and Thank You Jesus Way. A block or two away from Redeemed Circle. And down the street from Shouting Expressway. And for this occasion, she's made a guest appearance. Having looked over balcony, and it sounds like she's directing when all God's children get together. What a time, what a time, what a time. We're going to sit down by the banks of the river. Oh, what a time. Can I just tell again that she's saying when all of God's children get together? What a time, what a time, what a time. And we all go sit down by the banks of the river. Oh, what a time. Well, you know, time is filled with swift permission. Not on earth, unmoved and stand.